U.S. admits that Congressman offered pardon to Assange if he covered up Russia links.
Here's a summary of the article.
London lawyers representing the United States at Julian Assange's extradition trial in Britain have accepted the claim that the WikiLeaks founder was offered a presidential pardon by a congressman on the condition that he would help cover up Russia's involvement in hacking emails from the Democratic National Committee. Jennifer Robinson, a lawyer, told the court that she had attended a meeting between Assange, then Republican Congressman Dana Rohrabacher, and pro-Trump troll Charles Johnson at Assange's hideout, the Ecuadorian embassy in London, on August 15, 2017. Robinson said the two Americans claimed to be emissaries from Washington and wanted us to believe they were acting on behalf of the president. The pair allegedly told Assange that they could help grant him a pardon in exchange for him revealing information about the source of the WikiLeaks information that proved it was not the Russians who hacked Democratic emails. The WikiLeaks lawyer said Rohrabacher offered Assange the deal a year after emails that damaged Hillary Clinton in the presidential race had been published, when the Russia investigation was gathering pace. Regardless, Assange turned the offer down, his lawyers said. Assange has argued that he should not be extradited to the U.S. because the American case against him is politically motivated. If Assange fails in his fight against extradition to the U.S., he will face 18 charges including conspiracy to commit computer intrusion, which, his defense argues, could total a prison sentence of 175 years.
This post received a score of 89,000, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Dana Rohrabacher.
Isn't he the one that guy said, "There's two people I think Putin pays, Dana Rohrabacher and someone else?" Edit, that someone else was Trump.
That guy being House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy.
Just to clear up the confusion here, McCarthy was the one who said the above quote. The two people he believed were being paid by Russians were Trump and Rohrabacher.
He also swore to God after saying it, which should be meaningful to Republicans. Oh, and the Paul Ryan quickly shut down the conversation, imploring those in the room that this truth that just came out was unacceptable in U.S. politics and could sink them.
Yep, that always stood out to me. That mafia-like mentality. It's shown its ugly head more and more as the years have gone on under Trump.
If you get a chance, watch The Family if it's still on Netflix. Goes over what is basically this weird cultist Christian lobbying group that's been around since I think the 30s or 40s and literally takes inspiration from the Omerta Oath in the Mafia, comparing it to the Christian concept of forgiveness through their Messiah.
The book is also incredible. When I first read it I thought I'd found a brilliantly written and thought-provoking alternative history novel. Its true status as a masterwork of horror only became evident as I did my research and realized it was non-fiction.
We live in a kleptocracy. I fear it may be too late to repair the damage these assholes have wrought. Edit. Changed Banana Republic to kleptocracy.
Opening square bracket.
This should have been thrown in McCarthy's fucking face the last 3 years every time he's been in front of media. It's been done a couple of times, and of course Kev reacted very defensively, not nearly enough. He's a huge shitstain who does not merit even the dubious honor of being a member of HOR. Yet he'll keep his seat just because it's one of the reddest in the country.
Why waste time on it? He'll just say it was clearly a joke intended for a private audience and move on, and nobody who votes for him will think twice about it.
You guys sure joke a lot about serious shit. Maybe they shouldn't be in positions of power if they can't take sedition seriously.
Greater than if they can't take sedition seriously. I don't understand. No one in the GOP is protesting the government, and that's what sedition has been redefined as now.
No, it has not, though. Remember when a bunch of armed men marched into a state government building to yell at government officials? That was praised by the president. Sedition is anything Democrats do, even if they are the government. Patriotism is asking Putin for help and then handing over 3 military bases in Syria and trying to get him in the G8. Most Republicans just don't care about facts unless Fox tells them to. Anything, even stuff Trump says on tape, is fake news the day after. If it went poorly, it's always a joke, or he didn't mean what he said, or it was out of context. Trump himself said it would go down to 0. Now it's 200,000 deaths and counting, and he's done an amazing job, and most Republicans just don't care. It's whatever it needs to be for them to keep pretending Trump is anything other than incompetent and corrupt and a creepy weirdo.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.